In 2010, the World Exposition will be held in Shanghai, China. The event will not only be an opportunity for China's further development, but also a celebration for people around the world. The World Expo is a mega-scale international exposition which features long duration, superior scale, vast participation, and huge influence. In its early times, the World Expo focused more on exhibition and exchange of commodities. But now, it is more than a platform of cultural exchange, but a place where humankind explores and discusses major issues of development. The World Expo has become a stage for people of different countries to review their history, exchange their wisdom, embrace cooperation, and look forward to future prosperity. It is often described as the Olympics for the economy, culture, science, and technology. The Expo will officially start on May 1st, 2010 and last 184 days until October 31st. More than 240 countries and international organizations have confirmed their presence in the Expo, and the event is expected to attract 70 million visitors. The Expo Park is located in downtown Shanghai and on both banks of the Huangpu River. It will cover 5.2 square kilometers, with 3.28 square kilometers being in the enclosed sections. The theme for the Expo is Better City, Better Life. Governments and people from all across the world will display their achievements in urbanization, exchange experiences in urban development, and explore future growth patterns with harmony between the environment and development, as well as between humans and nature. The 2010 Expo boasts two creative highlights. One of them, the Urban Best Practices area, will gather and showcase innovative examples of what cities around the world have done to improve life quality. The other, Online Expo, will utilize technologies including the internet and virtual reality to represent concrete highlights of the World Expo online. China's central government is now paying great attention to preparation and organization of the Expo. On July 15, 2009, CPC chief and Chinese President Hu Jintao pointed out when visiting an Expo-themed exhibition that the 2010 World Expo in Shanghai is the second world pageant in the country after the Beijing Olympics. The event will not only play a significant role in displaying China's economic, social, and spiritual achievements since reform and opening up, but also help promote China's exchange and cooperation with other countries and regions across the world. The president called for the whole country to support the World Expo preparations with high standards, high quality, and high efficiency, and to make the 2010 event a successful, fascinating, and unforgettable feast. At this stage, all preparations for the 2010 World Expo are now progressing smoothly as planned. Exhibition planning and Expo Park construction. All permanent structures in the Expo Park, including the China Pavilion, the Expo Center, the Expo Performance Center, the Theme Pavilion, and the Expo Axis, will be completed by the end of 2009. And construction for urban infrastructures, as well as Expo support facilities, are well underway. So far, more than 240 countries and international organizations have confirmed their participation in the Expo. Domestically, all provinces, municipalities, and autonomous regions, as well as Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan, have signed participation contracts and kicked off exhibition planning. Expo ticket sales. The 2010 World Expo kicked off sales of group tickets in March 2009 and single tickets in July. Single-day entry will be priced at 160 yuan, and concessions will be offered to groups like students and seniors. Expo forums and activities. The Expo forums in Shanghai will include summit forums, theme forums, as well as public forums, and all of them have already been launched. During the Expo, there will be more than 100 cultural and art events every day in the Expo Park, with the total show number exceeding 20,000. Overseas promotions for the 2010 World Expo have already taken place in more than 10 countries, including the US, the UK, Russia, Spain, and South Korea. The Expo Promotion Week has so far arrived in more than 30 provinces, municipalities, and autonomous regions, as well as Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan. The Expo-themed documentary, The Century-Old Expo Dream, has been broadcast on China's Central Television and networks throughout the country, and wide media coverage on the Expo, both at home and abroad, has raised awareness and attention to the event. Since the magnificent appearance of the Crystal Palace at the 1851 London World Expo, Expo architectures have always helped establish trends. So far, nearly 40 countries have decided to build their own pavilions for the 2010 World Expo, and more their designs are being unveiled. The China Pavilion, with a theme to display China's urbanization wisdom, takes on the look of the Oriental crown with a bucket arch design over 60 meters tall. Since the reform and opening up 30 years ago, China has been utilizing its unique experience and wisdom for an urbanization path that has never been tried in human history, and that gives new inspiration to the world's urbanization process. The elegantly designed Hong Kong Pavilion will open to the public with the theme Hong Kong, the Infinite City, and the pavilion will symbolize the imagination and creativity of Hong Kong people. The Macau Pavilion gets its inspiration from China's traditional rabbit lantern and will integrate solar energy to power the structure. The intricately designed Taiwan Pavilion will resemble China's Sky Lantern or Kongming Lantern, and it will help visitors understand the innovative concept of future cities' return to nature and innocence. As one of the Expo's permanent venues, the theme pavilion centers around the idea of Shanghai's Nangtang, or traditional communities. With a unique paper folding design style, it will be divided into 5 sub-pavilions: urban dwellers, urban beings, urban planets, urban footprints, and urban dreams. The UK Pavilion will provide a dramatic demonstration of creativity and innovation. Its impressive visual effects will help the Shanghai skyline sparkle in 2010. Using thousands of wickers, the Spain Pavilion is not only environmentally friendly, but also is able to control its interior climate. The Netherlands Pavilion will become an open street, hoping to use innovative designs to make visitors unwilling to leave. The Swiss Pavilion will have its roof covered with green grass and dandelions, and cable cars can be used to visit it. The pavilion's soybean fiber curtain walls are able to generate electricity and will naturally degrade after the event. Inspired by its Chinese name, the mini-sized Luxembourg will have its pavilion designed like a castle surrounded by a vast forest. Nicknamed the Giant's Kettle, the Finnish pavilion will display to the world for the first time their exterior wall made with composite materials of paper and plastic. The French pavilion will inherit the French people's romance and artistic nature and design its sensual city into a water-floating French chateau. The Australia Pavilion, or the Imagination, will showcase the harmony between Australia's natural scenery and urban construction. Filled with African elements, the joint African Pavilion will not only bring the continent's charms into full play, but also reveal Africa's ancient civilizations and new vitality. Design inspirations for the UAE Pavilion come from the country's unique landscape, steep dunes, and they're bringing imagination into the Islamic culture. Showcasing the harmony between heart and technology, the Japan Pavilion will use solar energy collection batteries in a double-layer membrane and offer visitors a trip to a galactic fortress. The Singapore Pavilion is shaped like a music box, which will play the urban symphony that symbolizes the city-state's diverse culture features. The US Pavilion will help visitors experience what American cities will be like in 2030. But the fascination never stops for the 2010 World Expo, as the marvels of the pavilions for Canada, Poland, Nepal, Italy, and Germany are yet to be unveiled. In 2010, the world will be watching China, and you can see the world by visiting Shanghai. Let's gather at the World Expo for a world cultural feast.